I'm not an atheist and I'm a Rasta man, but we analyze things in the best possible way. What we say more logical. You know, and if I say anything where might not be in your circumference of awareness, just listen back the tape after we do the interview at the end of the day and try and validate what we say or invalidate what we say. And if you can't invalidate what we say, well, just check yourself. Alright, so we can move on after we make that claim. That's just that claim made there a while ago. Alright. Well, all of us have good in us, and we have bad in us. So it is self-control why a lot of people behave a certain way. Like you can't control the bad mind in you, or you can't control the covetousness in you, or you can't control the ungratefulness in you. So all of us have it in us, but it is some of us cannot control it. You understand me? So it is when you can't create a balance, that control balance. And it have to do with the food where you eat, where you can't control it, and the surrounding where you get in and where you can't control it, or peer pressure. Like 4 of us might stand up and a man bust a gunshot and me might jump up on the dirt. And you up on the dirt already, the dirt reach out and mouth already because of the one gunshot where the man bust. And the next man has laugh and say, yeah, idiot man, I say one gunshot the man bust. But everybody react different way.
Achoo.
You understand what I deal with? So some of us can control it and some of us cannot.
Achoo.
So the one that we can't control them ungratefulness, I really them really I deal with the song upon a level that the song really I deal with. But we know them. All when we not tell them we know them.
So last say I know man, may I tell you. Yes a reality. And you know would I like the ones them for change. You know what I mean? Would I like the one them for change from their mindset that you see it, because their mindset then now bring people gonna with these days, you know.
No, it only hold on each other.
You see it, yeah man. This a hold down and it becomes stagnated.
Exactly, like you know, stagnant water as they are the cave.
You see it? Yes sir.
Yeah,
Yeah my king. So alright, give thanks you know, because you know I did up on the program a few months ago and quite a wave I have created on the program, you know, from and you know a lot of people did say oh the program never really conclude. You see me I say it was a half interview, or you know the way they put it.
Like, so it's like a piece of interview.
Yeah, because we see the comments and we see what the ones them are said. But
true.
Alright. One more for reason with the iPad, because the I said something a while ago, you know. The people react a certain way because of where them eat.
Yeah.
Alright. The I do a tune we say live longer. The I do a tune we say live longer.
Yes.
Zin, that same tune there where I tell you, oh, you know what I mean, you have to eat good and exercise and all of these things. Zin, and make sure so you're up on the right balance. Alright, yes. With all of these things, because today you have a lot of GM product, Zin, pan the market. Zin, yes. And most of these GM product is given to the farmers. Zin, yes. And the farmers them farm them thing without some of them, I don't know if some of them really know say boy these things are genetically modified thing, them are not real thing. You see what I say? Them are some ingraft and you know what I mean, old perfusion and all these things.
Yes.
What the I have to say to the people pan that note, because it's not, you see, after these virgin plants up all these GM products, Zine, you find out say the bees gonna take them, the panel. You find out say the birds gonna take the seed and spread. So you find out that automatically it's like the natural thing of the earth, Zine, I gonna get now corroded by this unnatural thing.
Alright, so I'm going to declare it then now. Well, surprising for you to even mention about genetically modified organism, GMO, after the term. So, because Saturday past was the global march against Monsanto. Monsanto is one of the companies in Europe.
Yeah, man.
That creates the biggest hold, of the biggest fingerprint on GMO and the genetically modified foods all over the world. Well, what's happened is that the earth itself does its own cleansing. So you see, regardless of a person might use a type of herbicide or a type of pesticide, you know, Roundup or any one of the spray them where them use Glamazone,
yes,
or them type of spray. It is very dangerous to our health. And what them thing they really do is, for example, when you use the Roundup, especially the Roundup, when you use the Roundup stay in the earth. When you plant the food, it got in the seed. See, and if you use their type of seed, it's even worse, because their type of seed already have the poison inside of the seed itself already.
See?
So what it start, you know, it start make the boys them start to look like girls, them start to grow breasts, you know, them start become spewing, and the girls them start become something. Me not even know which term to use for the girl them, because them is no longer a girl and them not comes a boy. There might be something different, but the boys them might become the girl them little by little in your shape and in your form. You understand me? Because of the food, the type of food, even the oil we use. You know, see a lot of us now we start to grow this belly, and this belly thing causes through the oil. And them have a saying to tell you that about vegetable oil. Well, there's no vegetable that make oil. You can't get oil from a vegetable. You understand me? You get oil from nuts.
True.
And most of the nuts them like almond or soya bean. All these things, soya bean is genetically engineered also. It was created right there in England. The soya bean made plastic, them designed it for plastic. So regardless, say we even might rather a person go soya product after the transition from meat to soya product. You must have stuck at the soya, you must leave from the soya too. You know, and try to go back as best close to the natural stuff then. You understand? So back to it. How we can escape it? We can escape it by start doing our little farming. Even inside of your house, you know, you can plant a little tomato in a little pot. You understand me? Or you know, you plant a little pack of seed certain time. For example, you live in England, so now where you know say the weather might not allow you to do certain things. You do it whenever time it's possible for you on the outside.
Yeah, man.
When you bring it on the inside, you bring it on the inside. It don't have to be no big nut where you have to sell, but for your own self and your own family intake. You know, and try go to the more natural stuff them in the best way you can possible.
Yes, I am. Cause you see, where we get to see, you know, the virgin them where I put out these GM products, them not really advise the people them say, yo, you know what, the side effects, you know, will come from these things, because as they say, you know, the youths them, enough of the youths them are turning into who's supposed to be boy are turning a girl.
Yeah.
You see me I say?
Yeah, that's what it does.
Them now enlight the people upon them level here. And some people right now, you know, could have say, yo, them I want to them mad Rasta man upon the radio. What them I talk about?
Because what happens when you eat this food too, you know, make it like, for example, here they use a term named pastry. I'm a person who love baking. Seeing some bake pastry whole heap, I'm going to put the and say other pastry I may buy it too. But pastry, if you check the chronology of pastry, what it does is really paste up your mind. So whenever time the food not organic enough, it just clog you. You know, the starch you up. And when you get the start, if you paste like when you use to make kite in Jamaica, yourself, we mix the flour and paste the kite.
Yeah, man, reality.
Imagine if we can use the paste, of a kite, if you send it up in the atmosphere, in the breeze there.
Oh,
just imagine better do in you if you not cleanse yourself. So if you eat these things, you must take a cleansing regularly. At least I would advise you 2 times a year.
Really?
Yeah, get some of them paste out of your system, so that means you know it doesn't clog. If a person mad, you know, when you say a person mad, And then brain is mad from, you know. You're mad from, you know, your gut. Your gut, and your gut you're mad from, so and your belly want clean out. And your belly want clean out, so that electrical effect can go up to your brain.
Zin.
It's because blood now go up to your brain because of your gut clog up. Why they say it's a mad person, but if you cleanse it from your gut, then you're alright. You understand? So what we eat, so then use the food now to control the brain.
Yeah man, it's a serious thing. Serious thing, because the youth them and the youth them, you know. And it's like, alright, when you check England for instance, then you will find certain people them up on certain level, because a class, you know what I mean, even though His Majesty tell them say, yo, no first and second class citizens of any nation, it's still class thing that run them place here. You see me I say, they still have the middle class and the lower class, and you see me I say?
Just like how they classify us in worlds. They call Jamaicans the third world, and they call themselves the first world, and you have second world. And I hardly hear them talk about the second world. Now be a first and third world them say.
You see, never hear about the second world.
Yeah man. Them dead about them not talk about them regularly, so them just the first and third, you know.
Aye sir, me I tell her, the people them, what a thing. Yeah, we hear so them have a thing in Belgium too. Where a corrupt now if you take the people them skin, or what it do? It take the people them mind, or you know the skin it take the people them.
Well, what really happened is that well, them have it long time, you know, from in the 60s it there, you know. Them have a computer like what we have now. It is known as the beast. Because of how gigantic it is known as the beast, where them really take every information on earth and store it inside that computer there. So for example, if you have something on your phone and you delete it off of your phone, what really happened? It not gone nowhere. No. What really happened is that the extension has been changed to an extension that is not on your phone. Or if you delete something off of your computer, what really happened, it is still there, but extension has been changed to a different extension from what is on your computer. So you may not be able to see what you delete, but it is there. You know, with other equipment we can pull it up. So the bees now store everything where you think you delete. Whether you are on internet, because I'm trying to make it look like say from you're not online, you're good to go. No. You're always online.
Always online.
Whether you have internet or you don't have no internet, you're always online once you have this technological instrument. So just be aware of that. So not really delete. It gone store in somewhere, so they can use it again so whenever time they want to. You understand me, and have that for whole you and say, alright, now we have this for you. You understand me? Yeah man, I want to pick up my manager same time because I know so she'll listen and she'll tell me same time. Big up Shakira same time. We are going to big up one and two people in between time. Alright, so what I try to tell you, I say this technological instrument that you see we have today is very beneficial in the good way. For example, me you can Skype right now and we have this conversation for a long period of time. You know, it's much cheaper economically. You know, so we can use it in a good way. We are inform people like currently I'm on the radio and people there in the Bahamas are listen. Seeing like Marlene with the Bahamas right now and she listen. And in the US, you know, people in the US right now listen, people in England listen. Right now. So the technology is important in the good form, but it can also be demonic if you want to choose that angle with it.
It's a reality.
And I like a leak out on technology, we just show you what we can do in a bad sense. Don't only take say alone. It's only there for bad or good alone. It is there for both.
Well, we have 3.5 million people are listening right now to the program and a true technology.
Exactly.
You see?
So you see the good about it. And Biggaton voice, I hear it through this or right, so through the medium there. I-Jah-Stars voice, I go right through the medium the same time. You understand what I deal with? Yeah, so you know we have to just know say use technology the best way. But there's one thing we definitely want to get ourselves into.
Yes, sir.
Is I've never done an interview about religion, and there's 3 topics. Is my favorite topics in the entire world that I study over 20 years now. I just study on them. One of them is religion, one of them is the New World Order, and one of them is knowing symbols. And other day I was in a group, on a WhatsApp group, and there was a question post that if Jesus is a real person. You know, you remember the post?
Yeah man, I remember the reason.
Yes, and there was you asked what is my answer to that, and I said, well, let's do it on the day of the interview.
Yes, so we're there today.
We're there today, so we're going to deal with it currently.
Yes,
Yes, definitely. And I will declare again that I'm not an atheist, but we'll analyze things from the best knowledge that we have, because our brain is like a parachute, and if the brain don't open, it's not going to work. If a parachute not open, it's not going to work.
That is a reality.
Exactly. So as when we say, don't take what I'm saying as I'm being disrespectful to anybody religion, because I'm not doing that. You know, we're just investigating the reality of what is presented.
Yeah man, cause a book in hand, we get some book and the people themselves read these books, so yo, we are investigate. You see me I say?
Exactly.
Yeah
exactly.
Man, yes man.
Exactly. So it is very nice. I'm a manager. She's supposed to just there smile now, because she said no, I never hear Biggaton talk about a religion, so me hear him also now. Alright. Jesus. Yeah, the question was that if Jesus was a real person or it's not a real person. Well, to be frank, I wasn't there 2,000 years ago, so it would be ludicrous for me to say there wasn't a person named Jesus at that time. But the story that is presented in the Bible, from the evidence given, that story has been repeated for thousands of years. Not because of this current person known as Jesus. The story has been there for years. Before Rome accepted Christianity, there was a religion by the name of Mithra. Mithraism. Mithra is the same sun god, and him born December 25th same way, and him born from a virgin same way, and him walk around with 12 friends same way, and him died and risen on the third day same way. So all these stories, and Mithra is 300 to 400 years before
Christianity.
Jesus supposed to born.
Okay.
You understand me? And even before Mithra, we could go back thousands of years. We could go back to let us say, I don't know if you ever hear about Vitobi. You ever hear about Vitobi?
No, sir.
Alright, you ever hear about Buddha?
Yeah, man, we hear about Buddha.
Alright, well, Buddha 600 years before. And the same story is about Buddha. The same, he born on the 25th of December. His mother is a virgin, a chaste virgin. He dies on the cross, same way. He was risen on the third day, same way. All these miracles, same way. Turn water into wine, same way. And we can go back before that. We ever hear about Krishna. Krishna from India is 12,000 years before, 1,200 years before. And you could take it right back to Eva Osiris in Egypt, which is 5,000 years before. And the same exact things are saying about the same thing that we read today in the Bible about Jesus Christ. It is the same exact story of all these other Christs or God-man before the Jesus we know about today. So the point is that this story in the Bible is not relating to a man, to an individual person. It is like a constitution. A constitution is like, I'm living in Jamaica and my prime minister in Jamaica is Portia Simpson Miller. If she died, the prime minister doesn't die because someone will replace her.
No, the office is still active.
Yeah, it is always there because it's a constitution.
Yes, sir.
So the point is, but because of Christianity is one of the most elected religion, because they take from all different grouping of religious mindset worldwide. So to, like to create a super person. So the main objective of this story, why it is so important, because when you read the Bible, every Bible have this at the beginning of the Bible, say it is the greatest story ever told. Why it is the greatest story ever told? Because it is the only story that has ever been told. And why it is the only story that it has ever been told? It is because the story is of an astrological energy. The story is not a story about a person, but it is of an astrological energy. For example, when you look at the word J-E-S-U-S, well, before there was J, there wasn't any J in the Hebrew language. It was Y, and Y-E-S is yes. So whenever time you think of yes, and if you don't speak the word yes and you want to shake your head, there's only two ways you can shake your head, up and down for yes. If you shake it left and right, that's no. Up and down is yes, because yes is positive. And the positive energy is always referred to as the sun. So in Christianity, what it does is personify the story of the sun into a person.
Hey,
that's the word personification.
Pastor, yes, I pray thee. Hold on there. Me know you treat the topic, you know. Zane, me know you treat the topic, but hold on. Zane, because me know you're a man you can remember and know what we did there. Zane, but me know why you take them so far yet. Hold on. Because you see at the Bible we are dealing with, you know. Zane?
Yes.
Alright, because at the New Testament you talk about. Make we deal with
even before the New Testament.
Right, so alright, this are the thing now. Zane, this are the thing now we want to ask there now. Because in the Old Testament, Zane, you did have Moses, Zane, and Moses lead the multitude out of Egypt. Zane? Yes. And cross them through the Red Sea. Zane, and when you really look through that now, when you look through that story now, how realistic that can really be now? Because alright, you have this man lead the people in through this Red Sea, and then you have fear who chase the man for days, Zane, and now the seed us decides, you know what, we just have a killer fear of people, man. Let go Moses people, them. How realistic that story is, because
that's what I explain, say, the entire Bible that has been given to us, it is very important, as His Imperial Majesty would say, a person must read it and get his understanding for himself, because it is very important. But don't just take the story them like a blind person and make the story literal. There's an interpretation to each of these stories. It is so valid and important. The stories are teaching you something. Don't just take Moses and think that Moses is even a person. You know, it's a concept. All of these concepts are within each of us as individual.
Yeah, but you see, you can't tell certain people them say, oh, these characters that you're reading about wasn't people that existed.
Well, it really mashed up a whole heap of mindset, you know, because a lot of people have these mindset. As I say, probably me, I'm one of the persons who might sound very contradictory to what you have learned, and if anything that I am saying, just go research it. Don't say Biggaton wrong, I don't have the right either. Just go research it on your own. But these stories where we read, like even we can go back to Adam and Eve, you know, these stories have come from other stories before, because even Moses is what you're referring to. Moses was in Egypt. All what he had learned, he learned that in Egypt. And what were the stories in Egypt that they taught him? You know, where these stories that come from? Moses is coming from a more ancient story that is known as Nesis. See, and Mises is coming from a more ancient Akkadian story that is known as you watch a movie with the look of fish. One look of fish in it and then last in the sea.
Nemo.
And exactly. That's where it is coming from. Nemo is a story from Phoenicia, Canaan. All these shows where I watch are stories, but they're not interpreted like it's a story. It is a Phoenician Canaan story. So Moses, the story of Moses that come from Mises and Mises that come from Nemo. So we can take it back thousands of years.
Alright.
And the story, as I said, where Nemo come from is an astrological story. It happens every year, same way in the sky, every year. All the story that I read happen every day, same way, every time.
Right, true.
Right through. The crossing of the Red Sea happens every year. Every single year. We live in the Milky Way. If you study astrology, there's a certain time that the sun crosses the Milky Way cross, which is known in the Milky Way, in our galaxy, as the Red Sea. It's nothing special. But if you want to bring it down in a literal form now, and say Red Sea, there's no evidence of that outside of the Bible. There's an evidence about the Sea of Reeds. You know, the Sea of Reeds. You know, and there's no evidence of this mass movement of people from the land of Egypt also. No, there's no evidence of that. You know, so as one read, one of my teachers always said, there is two types of truth. You have the truth that is being made up, and you have the truth that is factual truth. So most of the people in the world really are offer the made up truth, not by choice, but by a design form.
Alright, I'm glad you said that, you know, because you said factual truth. Alright, moving forward, Zine, because factual, you know, factual and a reality we are dealing with, Zine. Alright, so when we read now in the Bible, Zine, specifically the New Testament, you will see say Christ walk on the water. Zine, alright. Now, how literal one can really take that? Because
as I said, it is not literal, because we are personifying the sun. The sun walk on the water every day. If you live in a Jamaica and you're at Negril, in a few hours you'll see the sun walk on the water. And if you live at Kingston or Portland,
but alright,
the sun walk on the water again. So the sun walk on the water every day.
My lord,
of the sun.
Remember, you know, say, you see, Jesus the people, because most of the people, you know, Jesus them really know about, you know. You see me, I say, what?
Jesus is the same term as yes, Y-E-S is the Son. The Son of God is Jesus. And Jesus is yes. So what I'm saying to you, I'm not here to push, like to degrade a person's religion. I'm here to investigate the factual truth, where it comes from. Because I'm a researcher.
Yes.
Because I'm a researcher, I have this information. And if it's the first you ever hearing these things, well, as I said, just go and research it. The information is there. You can go to the library, but read a book at the library about ancient religion, where it comes from, where it originates.
So the I interpretation of the Christ walking on the water, Zine, is the sun going up and down, Zine, the rising of the sun and the setting of the sun. That is
not the I interpretation, you know. It is not Biggaton's interpretation. It is the
factual.
Yeah, and the reality of where the personification of the sun does. For example, Jesus gave up his life for us all. Yes, the sun does that every day. The sun gives energy to the earth, and the energy goes to the tree and to the plants, and we eat the tree and the plant, and the energy sustain us also. So yes, you understand me, sir? But they don't want you to understand. They don't want you to understand, like when I use the word understand. They don't want you to understand, so really the sun they matter about.
Yeah. They want to mystify the thing to make it look like, say, yo,
yes,
man, get up and go walk on water, and if you feel with the Holy Spirit and Ghost, you can do the same thing.
And as the Bible says, come on the cloud every morning. Yeah, every morning you can go, if I live out in the east,
But yeah.
You see him every morning. I come on the cloud. And when I leave on the cloud too.
A whole pastor will know about the place, and when I see none of them walk on no water, and then we know them filled with the Holy Ghost and Spirit.
Yeah, but all these things is personification of a term. It's a personification of the terms. Because listen, words are very essential and important. I can say words to you and make you feel good. And I can say words to you and make you feel upset like you want to kill me. So when we don't know the meaning of these words, it gets us into trouble all the time. You know, and ignorance, as when we declare in the beginning, that to say ignorance is the only disease that the soul has.
Yeah, man, the only
disease with the soul. And look for your soul. The soul is not something you're supposed to ever touch, but yes, you have a disease which is ignorance, which is darkness. You know, all of the story we ever read about Jesus Christ, every single one can declare as the personification of the Son. This is what the ancient really see when them see the attributes of the Son. They weren't even sun worshippers. It's just later people become sun worshippers. These ancient weren't even sun worshippers. They just see the attributes of the Son. You know, and them, whatever they would classify the presence of God is, they see it within the Son. And they weren't even sun worshippers either. That is why everything where you can consider right now today, most of the symbols then, most of everything can connect right back to the Son. Right back to the Son, it can be connected to every single thing. As I say when they are talking about the religion. In the morning, when the sun, alright, let me tell you what really happened. December, in summer starts in June. In summer, the sun is at the highest point north. When you watch a movie like The Lion King, that's the exact thing it is telling you about. The Lion King, the Lion of Judah, these terms, even we as Rastaman, we hail His Imperial Majesty as the Lion of Judah, but before His Majesty was called the Lion of Judah. Well, the sun is also known as the Lion of Judah, because he rules he's the Lion King in Judah. He's the most high. He's at the highest point in summer. And it takes him 90 days. 1 point each day he moves 1 degree each day going down south. And when it goes 90 days, it's where it's gonna cross over the equator now. It is known as fall because he was standing high 90 days ago in summer and now he's falling. So it is known as fall. See? So now we cross over to the equator and then the next 90 days and right at the crossing point, that crossing point there is in the constellation of Scorpio. So you get bitten by the scorpion. When you see like the Italians them might put their 3 fingers together and kiss it, mean you get the kiss of death. Because the scorpion really bites with the back, the tail. When a person says scorpion bite, it's really the tail's bit. You know, bite the scorpion bite. So when it flick over the tail and it bites you, it forms a lip. So you get the kiss of death. And this has nothing to do with the person who born September. I'm just telling you about the story, the astrological story, where they get the story from. Or you get summer, art, fall, winter, and the other one, spring.
Spring, anyway, yes, sir.
When it takes 90 more days for the sun to go down in the lowest point, where is on the 22nd of December. Every year, it just happened a few months back. When the 22nd of December comes, when the sun rises on the 22nd of December and set, when it rises on the 23rd, it rises on the same degree. The Americans, them, the Russians, them, the Chinese, them, all of them have these equipment where they use and measure it every year. And know so this happens every year, nothing strange. Then realize that the sun doesn't move 1 degree north and it doesn't move 1 degree south on the 23rd of December. And the 24th of December, the same thing happened. But on the 25th of December, they realized that on the 25th when the sun rises, it rises 1 degree going back north. So from the 22nd to the 24th, those 3 days, sun died for, which is the sun, the S-U-N in the sky we are talking about. So they claim that the sun dead for 3 days and risen on the 25th. So according to astrology, they give it a birth. So it said Jesus Christ born on the 25th of December. So that's how the story really come from. It's really the sun in the belly. In the belly, astrologically, it is known as the winter solstice. And when in summer, it is known as the summer solstice. Solstice is sun, is Spanish for sun. See? So in these solstice, when it happens in these solstice, then on the 25th when the sun rises. When the sun rises the 25th, well, the rain is falling, I don't know if you can hear it at the background. In Jamaica, I only give them sweet, same way. So on the 25th, when the sun rises on the 25th, it moves 1 degree going back north. And when the sun goes back up north, another 90 days to go over the equator again. Now this time now, it is spring. And them celebrate, I don't know if you ever hear about the feast, the Canaan. You ever hear about the land of Canaan?
Yes, I.
Alright, well, you hear about the marriage feast of Canaan in the Bible? Alright, the marriage feast of Canaan is all about the rain we are falling right now in Jamaica. I wet up the Mother Earth, and when the rain falls, I wet the earth, and because it is spring, Mother Earth get pregnant, you impregnate Mother Earth, and things start to grow. So I got, but for the rain to impregnate Mother Earth, there have to be a marriage. So hence, they call it the marriage feast of Cana. Because one of the earliest ancient names for God, G-O-D, God, is rain, R-A-I-N. That's one of the, because it's a secret fluid coming from above to get the earth impregnated. But for that to happen, you have to have a marriage first. So they call it the marriage feast of Cana. The Christians, they will go out and have a sermon. Their sermon will be known as Easter Sunday. I'm going to church on Easter sunrise. Let's go to church Easter sunrise. The Jews, they call it something different. So some call it the resurrection, some call it the Passover. It is one and the same thing. The Muslims have a different name for it. Ramadan or something, but it's one and it's the same story. It's just the sun coming back up from his death, going over the equator again another 90 days, going back up north to become summer again. So it's just the same cycle happening over and over and over, but it is enough an astrological energy. But people personifies it and make you and you wonder how it's literal when it is not literal. It is a personification of the sun.
It's a serious thing, I tell you.
Yes, it is a personification of the sun. So everything with the sun do, alright. When I speak when I use the word Jesus, I am talking of intellectual, spiritual, brilliant person, a brilliant mind. So when you read something in the Bible and it says, this is what Jesus would say. This is what any person who is intellectually brilliant will say or would say. So it is not a person to say like a person, but it is a constitution.
All right.
Intellectual constitution.
Some, you know what I mean, some studies show that, you know, the word even Jesus come from a Greek word, Serapos.
Yes, Seraptis. Yes, Seraptis, yes.
You see it? So it's like the word itself is like it's a make-up word.
Yeah, every word that we have is made up with a certain understanding of the word. But when you don't know the origin of the word, for example, you hear a lot of people talk about church. So you like they go to church here, they go to church there. Even my youth them sometimes go to church same way. See, I used to go to church same way. Bugle Hill, we have a church in the Bugle Hill same way. But the word church, the English word church, it is coming from a Scottish word named Kirk. Like when you watch the Starship Enterprise with Captain Kirk.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it is the same thing. Denomination is different. It's a monetary term. Different denomination, different money terms. So we are talking about church, and the Scottish church word Kirk is coming from a Latin word named Circe. But further beyond Circe is coming from a Greek term which is Circe. So the Greek story or the Greek interpretation of Circe is what Mother Circe does. She would indoctrinate you and trick you to come into her house. And whenever time she is hungry, she would feed off you, turn you into animals, into pigs and cows and dogs and goats, and feed off you whenever time she is hungry. So it is the same thing that is happening today with the church. The church is feeding off your energy. It is feeding off you. So if you know the interpretation of the origin of these words, like how, for example, Jesus is Serapis. Yes, and he was one of the first Serapis is a Roman person, same way, and yes, Y-E-S, Jess, Y-E-S is same, yes, is same, a positive connotation. It is the same as the sun.
Alright, because, you see, with all of that, you know, because, alright, you see, the name, them put an image to the name, Zine, and then that have now a big thing now to do with the whole thing, you know, because you see the image to the name, you know, a lot of people don't know that. You see, this image, the European image to the name of Jesus, Zine,
yes,
is a virgin by the name, is a painter by the name of Michelangelo.
Yes.
You see me, yes. I say?
Yes, man. Michelangelo, he was a painter in ancient Europe.
But
see, and the Pope asked him to paint, and he did paint his family. The Pope asked him one day, say, Michelangelo, could you paint the royal family, because they know about Egypt or they know about Ethiopia. And Michelangelo said to the Pope, well, there is no royal family in Europe, and we are not racist either. So I'm going to declare that I'm not a racist person either. We're just investigating the truth. And you can go and read it for your own self. It is there. And he declares to the Pope that there is no royal family within Europe at that time. So what he does to suit the Pope is to paint his family in the Vatican. So that is how that painting even come about. Even the Moses them where you see. And, you know, and most of the Moses picture them where you see in the Vatican have Moses, he drew Moses with hand. Why you think he drew Moses' hand? Because Judaism is, they are celebrating, they are worshipping the moon. They are moon worshippers. That's why every celebration in Judaism happens after sundown. You know why it happens after sundown? Because that's the time the moon is in charge. When the sun sets, the moon comes up. You understand me?
Sure.
So, it is symbolism, you know, and interpretation. Just for example, we have today. Today is which day? Today is Monday. Today is the moon's day. Day is Dias. Dias is God. So when you speak of a day, you're really speaking about God, which is the Latin word. So what day was yesterday? Yesterday was Sunday. Well, that day belongs to the sun. S-U-N-D. What day is today? Monday. Monday is the moon's day. What day will be tomorrow? Tuesday. Well, Tuesday is the day of Mars. See? And Wednesday is for Mercury. Thursday is for Jupiter. Top. And Friday is for Venus. And Saturday is Saturn. It is all of these astrological symbols where we can see in the sky with our eye physically represent a day, represent a God. So there is nothing holy, as I would always tell people. There is nothing holy in Rome. There is nothing holy in Mecca. and there's nothing holy in Jerusalem. Well, there are things holy in Jerusalem and these places, but it's the stories. Or the stories them full of being holy.
Hey, alright, yeah, alright. You know, sir. You see, because you see today, you know, today is a day where today is African Liberation Day, see?
Exactly.
And knowing that, you know, we really treat the topic today. See? You have a lot of African people as we are, see? So them call we black people, African people. See? Alkabulians, you see me I say?
Yes.
You know, people of the burn face people.
Natural.
You see it? Alright. What all of this have to do with I and I? Because alright, I hear the I say a lot of words taken from the root word, I think that. Them root word, there are some Greek root word and some Latin Greek word, and you see me I say some Latin word.
Yes. Yes.
Now, I and I know other people. What are them things that have now to do with I and I? Knowing that, you know, it's black African liberation.
I'll tell you what you have to do with us as people. Black, white, or Chinese people, whatever people you want to be. What the importance of it as even the word liberation. To liberate meaning to be free. See? But there is no person can be free and be ignorant at the same time. It doesn't work that way. It's either you're free and you are intelligent and bright, or you are ignorant and stupid. So to liberate yourself is first you have to liberate your mind. So the terms what we are used and the stories and what we are talking about, the important of it is the beneficial of your own self. These stories is benefiting you, the individual. It is benefit. For example, when I hear say David slew Goliath with a sling. Don't think about David as a person out there with a sling, a little boy with a sling, and then Goliath is this big person. No, it is within you. The giant within you is the ignorance, and the child within you is David. So whenever time someone want to get you ignorant, you should use David and slew that Goliath. Because these are characters that represent within you, the individual, the I and the I.
Most natural.
Yes, so the importance, if you know say them things I win with a talk about, you have to act much better, you have to respect your woman better, you have to respect man, have to respect woman better, you have to respect each other better. You have to understand about words even better. Because if we understand astrologically what time is the best time to go and put a certain tree, or a certain herb to heal our own self. You know how to feel our own self. When is the best time to plant? Even people that trim them here. People that cut them here. There's a certain time you must cut them here. Never cut them here whenever time the moon is waning. Cut it when the moon the moon not full. The moon rise and the moon set. There's 14 days when you can cut your hair, and there's 14 days when you must not cut your hair. The 14 days when the sun arrives, when you see the moon come up, when the moon is on the left hand side, waning side, that's the time you must cut your hair. Or things, there's certain time to plant things. You know, so if we understand astrological, there's a farm book by the name of McDonald's. See? And it's astrologically, everything what we do on the earth. So if a star may come now, how do you think we know say a star may come? Them have the equipment them to tell. You can, if them no report that on the television, a star come kill you at your yard and you don't even know. but the ancients, they know how to study these things, and because of technology now we get it on the radio and we get it on the TV. You understand? But these things always happen. And the wise man always know how to read these things because of the study of the stars. That is why even your name, I-Jah-Stars, we are all stardust. We always look up. We always keep looking up. So it is astrology. And they don't want us to know astrology. They claim astrology is evil and bad because it helps you to know yourself.
True.
So you say, which month you're born? You say your man April, them say, oh, alright, you're Aries, or you might be Reuben, or whichever terminology in whichever language, they classify something towards the month. You understand why you think these things happen that way? It happened that way because of the story and where the sun is at a time in the constellation, because the sun have 12 constellations when we travel about it. You understand me? So no matter what you want to do, if you do good at school, you get a sticky. Then get a sticky. You know that sticky where you get is what? It's the outer side of the planet named Saturn. The ring, the outer ring. Where you see on the night shows is the outer ring at the planet Saturn. That meaning you're right. Because Saturn is one of the gods, which is Sabbath day.
Rastafari.
Understand? You see the 7 candlestick. These 7 candlesticks represent the 7 elements in the sky. Same way, the 7 of them, the same 7 way you hear me call out earlier, the sun, the moon, Jupiter, Mars, Saturn is 9. They say in our galaxy, but we see in our planet atmosphere, you know, but we only can see 7 from Earth. The Earth is not counted. We only can see 7. So the 7 what we can see, the 7 Pluto them what we can see in the heavens. You know, these are the 7 that we talk about. You know, Pluto they way out far, and I think Neptune they way out too far. So the 7 what we can see, and these heavenly bodies also help to shape us and form us. So these things are very important for us to know. It is of our own benefit. So when you know the story of the heavens, you know the story of the Bible, and you know the story of the I self, because at the end of the day is the self, is you, the individual. The importance of the story is the individual, the I self, being intelligent enough to assist others. So you might say someone can't read the Bible, but that not saying can't read. It might can draw you better than how a camera take a picture of you. What you can do either. So we aren't dumb peoples, and it's not that we cannot they say we are not intelligent enough. No, we are very much of an intelligent source. You know, all of us is from that intelligent source and that intelligent root, but you know, they try to make us look dumb. You know, so the importance in the stories, whether it come from, whether the word where we use is English language or it's Arabic language or whatever language, the importance is to know thyself. Know thyself as an individual, and stop killing each other because of religion. Stop killing each other because of selfishness. Just like how I always tell people, if religion is the cause of the problem, I don't think religion can be the cure of the problem. Look at the Crusades. Look at the Spanish Inquisitions. Look at the slaughters where them slaughter the Christian them in Rome, Elysium. Look at the Catholic massacre. See? Look at the burning of Salem, or they deal with the witches them in Salem. See? Look at all of these things that happen. The killing even other day in Nigeria, with Muslims and Christians killing each other. Seeing Catholic and Protestants killing each other. Seeing Hindus and Muslims same way. Everybody kill each other because of a religious mindset. And all of the religion them we call out a while ago. All of them, every single one of them. Muslim, Hinduism, Judaism, Christianity, all of them is coming from one source. It is astrology. All of them, every single one of them, have the same source. Different name, but the same story.
Yes, I. It's a serious thing, yeah man. It's the same source. But you see, the people them try to create this division within the people in mind.
Yes.
You see me I say? And that mindset now just led them against themselves.
Yes.
You see it? Because alright, over so much years, these things have been happening. And
Yes.
I want to check say, yo, what they must say happened today is nothing new.
No.
You see it? It's nothing new, you know. These things are things that it's been happening for years, because alright, It's a thing we did want to ask the eye differently, you know, because it's a virgin sending a text.
No problem, man. Ask if there's an answer to it, I will, and if there's not one, I'll research it and come back with it.
You see me? Alright. Yes. The virgin in a youth stand. The virgin I say, how the I say baptism. How is that now work out?
Alright, let me tell you about baptism. From my research of baptism, baptism is coming from an ancient Egypt interpretation of rebirth, like coming out of your mother's womb. Your mother's water must be broken first. When a woman pregnant, that child inside of the woman's womb is in water. So anytime that water broke, then she know the baby will come. See? So the bigger Mother Earth water for you to in baptism in ancient Egypt. The baptism wasn't about you being a changed person. It was symbolic to the earth for you to reborn. In a sense, now you have been reborn by going into Mother's Earth water and coming out of the water again. But it doesn't change the mindset of an individual, because that's the greater change. But it was a concept within Egypt, ancient Egypt, when it comes to baptism, coming out of the Mother Earth's water, like when to reborn. It's a concept of reborning, re-changing your change. Is that concept of change? Not so you don't have to baptize the change, because it's your mind that makes the change. But the principle, or you would say the rituals. See, the rituals is that practice, is to go within the water and come out of Mother's Earth water. So that's the ritual of baptism.
Rastafari.
Do you individual to change from your mind?
For real. It's a serious thing. You know, we're there and we are reason. We're there and we are reason. We don't know the eye time schedule, you know, because we, you know what I mean, we know we don't deal with it like that. You see me I say?
Hey man, you know why I'm up the time? Because I'm well prepared for this. I remember my first interview, and it was about the New World Order. And even though I'm not talking about the New World Order today, some of it will come in and out. Today we are dealing with religion, and it's my first time ever talking about religion. And we're not even going into the depths of religion. We're just at a point, for example, we're discussing about Jesus. If Jesus is a real person or he's not a real person. You understand me? I feel good to know, say, these things when we learn over the years, we can come on a radio station and get the opportunity. You know, regardless, we have a new song, Why They're So Ungrateful, where we are promoting the new management team, which is MEM Production, same way. Marsha, big up yourself, you know, you're there, the same way. I want to big up Mr. Pento. I'm Mr. Pento, there, and Stacy and Tracy. Yeah, man, everybody went there, listen, everyone of the WhatsApp family groups, them.
Yeah, man.
Listen, all of the Africans, them, all of the English people, them, big up London, same way. You know, I talk about Shakira. Yes, so we have the opportunity. I want to know Sky Team, 24-hour KRE, big up yourself. Straight. Yeah? No, another part then.
Triple platinum.
The opportunity presents itself now, and we have to take the opportunity. Because outside of being an artist, I'm a researcher, and I have so much information to share. So much. When I listen to the program, I say a few hours pass, and I say to myself, say, I-Jah-Stars, and I know, say, when you have Biggaton on them program, if you just play one song and then let me talk to the whole entire program, 5-6 hours.
Alright, you know all the things set up in a wearing, you know what I mean, the youth, the music, I forget play. And
no, that's the ultimate, and that's greatness, and I love that, and I love all of the songs that we dropped. Yeah man, definitely man.
Yes,
so
I
give that. When you hear when I hear them say, Jesus Christ died on Calvary cross, Yeah, most churches today, even in England, they say, you will see a cross and then you will see a circle on the cross. You know why there's a circle on the cross? The circle on the cross represents the sun. That is what it is, sun and the cross of the zodiac. That is what it is telling you. That's what they are telling you. That the sun is on the cross of the zodiac. And where Jesus died is known as Golgotha, the place of the skull. Because that's what happened every day. As when we say wise, intelligent mind is referred to as Jesus Christ. See? So whenever time you're talking to people and you're telling people about Jesus, or you're telling people things that are brilliantly intelligent, the first thing where them try to do is judge you, as how you declared earlier, say, people listen and say, I want to take them two madman up on the radio. Yeah, that's the first thing where them do, start to judge you. You know, and them carry you go to Herod, you know, them judge you to Herod, and Herod said, well, I'm not finding nothing wrong with him, you know. And then them carry you back around so again, and then come judge you again. So what they do is judging you. They might judge the conversation, see how much sense within it. And then what they know, they crucify you if there is no sense in it, like to them. So you have been crucified in the place of the skull, which is in the temple. They judge you in the temple. The temple is that little spot, one little soft spot, right beside the ears. So yeah, it is there. Wise, intelligent mind has been crucified every day. Every day, same place of the skull, right in your skull, right? So you're crucified, same here. Golgotha, it's the same place.
Right in your mind, right in your mind.
That's where you have been crucified every day. So Jesus crucified every day, as I say, wise, intelligent mind. If you are asleep, if you are sleeping and a person coming in your room and turning on a flashlight in your face and I wake you up, as you turn on the light in your face, the only natural thing for you to do, is to turn away your head. Why are you turning your head to the light? Because it is too brilliant, it is too bright. So that is how light is. When you shine in that light, most people always turn away their head because it is too bright for them. They can't accept it as like that.
Yeah, man, overwhelming.
Jesus raised people from the dead. Yes. You were dead, not in literal form. You were dead in your mindset. Now you hear this information. It gives you an opportunity to raise from that dead state of mind and go and research what you have heard now and be alive again. So yes, Jesus do raise people from the dead. The brilliancy, wise, intelligent mind does that all the time, every day. You know, how they make the dumb talk. Yeah, you never have the answer to certain things. Now you're here and you have a research and you find more information. Now you can answer to these questions that is posed to you. So now the dumb talk.
Alright. Alright, my lord. Alright, me hear what the I say. Zane, me hear what the I say. Zane and the I, yeah. The I correcting what you're saying. Zane Bobo. Alright. As a Bobo now, Zane, because you see a lot of people might say Bobo Shanti going through and not really having the full overs of the order of Bobo Shanti. Zane, alright. How does the Bible now play within Bobo Shanti now?
Well, even outside, I never answer the question, I answer it in a more one way. So you can even get a better clearance.
Well, for the one them still, for the ones them who...
Yes. For the ones them who don't know. As we say, we are raised the dead and we are definitely the dumb can talk after them hear these questions and answers. But as a Bobo Shanti, as a Rasta man, you know that Rastafari falls under one energy of light. Seeing one light which is right. But within my house, for example, I'm living here in Jamaica. In my house, 5 people might live in my house, but each of us have our own mind. Seeing, so in Rastafari there is many different houses. So you have the Nyabingi, you have the 12th tribe, you have the Bobo Shanti, you have the Orthodox, you have different houses in Rastafari. But at the end of the day, each of us as Rasta people, we are different in truths and rights, we are different in Africa, we are different in His Imperial Majesty. That is the platform on which we all as Rasta people I deal with it. But I choose the Bobo Shanti house because I like the priestical order, I like the attirement, and I like the order of to go out there and know more, to go out there and to how you present yourself as a Bobo man. You know, that is what they grab me towards about, because I grew up in the Nyabingi. See, and I play Nyabingi every day, and I still go to the Nyabingi camp same way. You understand me? Because Rastafari is Rastafari, and there is no separation within Rastafari. But I choose to be a Bobo Shanti because of my attirement. You know, I like how to see the Bobo man and pushing in closer, you know, and when the Bobo man are reason, you know, in reason. That doesn't say the other houses doesn't reason correctly. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying for myself, I choose the Bobo Shanti house.
Alright.
I can't speak for another person who's a Bobo, but those are the reasons why I choose Bobo Shanti house, because of the attirement and the teaching that I gather from the Bobo Shanti.
Alright, these are the questions more asking now, Bobo. Zane?
Yeah.
As a Bobo now, Zane, chatting through Nyabingi earlier.
Yeah.
Zane? Alright.
Still dance Nyabingi every day.
Same way, because it's a core.
Every day.
You see, it is a core of the thing. You know what I mean? Yes. Alright. When you have to go Nyabingi now and you have to free up your turban.
No, that not happen. There was a vibes about that energy in the earlier part of Bobo Shanti going to the Nyabingi ceremonies, and the law states that, because you know everywhere you have the law, you have your house, you have to have the law. You come to my house and I say take your shoes off outside, you know, wear your shoes inside the house. Well, if you don't want to take your shoes off, you want to welcome inside. Same, because I have my law and my house. So the law of the Nyabingi is that you can come on Nyabingi grounds, you can chant and everything, but to go within the tabernacle, you'll have to take your turban off. And I see nothing wrong with that if you want to go inside the tabernacle itself, but coming on the ground, they used to create that energy by even coming on the ground, but they surpass that, as all man will surpass many things in the beginning of, you know, everything when you, people don't know how to gravitate towards things when you. It have to run out for 5-6 years first before them understand. Say, oh, then you're a basic man. Like a man own car because he don't own a car. But when him see the importance of a car, him say, oh, you know, so I born me a bun car, I born people where we kill you for your car. You see what I said to you? So yeah, going to the Nyabingi now is really smooth and nice same way. You know? But going, if you want to go under the tabernacle now, then that's a different principle. And I agree with it.
So alright, under the tabernacle.
Yeah.
Is it priests under the tabernacle?
Yeah man, all most priests are normal people.
Rastafari. Rastafari. Yes, because you know a lot of reasoning, you know what I mean, we get from ones most time, you know, ones bring certain reasoning, you know what I mean, to man, and you know these are the type of reasoning, because you know we have even in England here you still find, you know what I mean, them type of energy there. Yes, I understand, man, and some of them energies they are very much petty. You know, it is very much petty. You can't hate a person because a person is a 12th child, or a person is a Christian, or a person is a Muslim, or a person is a whatever religion. You know, as His Imperial Majesty say, a man religion is his private business. And your private business, you know, business which religion you want to choose. That's your personal and private business. What you must think of is our spirituality. Our spirituality is the highest realms. You know,
So don't take religion and think religion is spirituality. No, it's totally different. So we protect our spirituality as an individual. For example, if I'm doing construction and I'm building a house, Rastaman will be on there working, Baalhead will be there working, Christian will be there working, Muslim will be there working, because it's business, you know, and they have their own personal responsibility as an individual how to choose and what to choose. You know, and it's nothing deplorable in the sense of breaking down morals. It's all good and well. You know, so these basic principles, you know, are things that we should surpass now in the 21st century. But as when I said, the food have a lot, because the planners of the world, you know, they know that when you eat certain food, your mind will be clapped, your mind will be blocked. Food clog up your mind. Become like, if you go to the prison now and take out some of the major prisons right now and take out the hardcore, real killer them, where probably might be lesser than a 1% in the prisons them. See, and you take out these people and you test them, literally right now, you find so much lead in them. But you know what lead does? Lead, let your thinking ability becomes very slow. Very, very much slow. Very slow, because even I and I as a Rasta person, sometimes evil comes across in our mind, and because of self-control and because that amount of lead is not in our system, because of cleansing, we can control when evil comes across and say, no, but go one side evil. And now I go do that. But when you have this lead that clog up your mind, you can't do that. You have to do automatically what you think is right when it is a wrong thing.
And you know, sir, a prayer day that, you know, lead was one of the biggest poison in England, you know, because what? Yeah, you see, most of the pipeline was run by lead, you know. You see me I say? So the pipe, the inlet pipe where I let in the water is in from outside of the boundary wall. I fill you with lead, you see me I say? And that was what.
Lead in a something, lead in a flour. Most of the flour they use lead in the flour. But I look for lead like I look for a piece of lead now. And I really say work alone. Lead coming in many forms. Lead coming in the water where you drink through chlorine. Lead coming in so much things. It is lead. The whole for lead in our system. So it's a clog with mine, you know? It's a clog with up. So we can't think. So whenever time you hear certain reasoning, you say, sure, I fool that man. Or a Rastaman, for example, I've spoken to many Rastaman as a Rastaman, and we are all a reasoning, and sometimes you hear a man who say, after you never get no beating for Rasta, you never do nothing yet, you never get no beating for Rasta. No, you have passed through that channel, so I don't have to. I am going to a channel now that the ones coming after I won't have to go through that there again. So it's just from stage to stage, it's just development, it's building.
Sure, it's a building, my lord.
And we must pay our own dues and our own respect. So it is nothing to show off or to say, you have done this for us. Like, somebody would have to do it. Whether you, even if you never did born, somebody would have to do it. So give thanks that you born and play that part, so I can come now and to play the part that I am playing now. And pass and surpass these little petty differences. You know, these petty differences are what, you know, we're not moving, we're not developing because of these petty differences. You know, things that we should talk about. You know, and you know, this religious confusion, energy, you know, fighting against Christians and Muslims as we declared earlier, fighting against Rasta, fighting against Bugle. No, you know, it's time to surpass these things, but the plan of the world is, these are what they want us to do. So, what them do, who them want to do, them give the type of food them, but can lead with in another way.
Reality, you know.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, real reality, man. Because, alright. You see, when I want, because you have youth that drink all Pepsi Cola for years.
Yes.
Zine and Coca-Cola and these type of things.
Yes.
Zine. And the fizziness, what they in them drink there. Them thing they can dissolve metal in a bubble.
Come on, they don't let man, let them put in a man.
But for no, But these things still sell. Day to day. People still drink it. And
that's the plan. That's the ultimate plan. That is the ultimate plan. That's the ultimate plan. The ultimate plan is to control the mind of man. That's the ultimate plan. So when we are bringing information to people now, even on a religious energy, you know, and next time you get on a program, we might talk about some new world order, or we might go into symbols another time. But for today, we are stick as closely as possible to the religious energy.
Selassie.
Exactly, because as we say, the topic them dead, and we have the information, and we want to share it, and we want people to take part and hear these things. Probably the first them ever hear it. As a person, I said, then hold on now, then on the sun, everything on the sun. Yeah, if the sun will rise up tomorrow morning, what do you think happen to you?
Alright.
So, tomorrow and the other day, what do you think will happen to you?
A problem, man.
Yeah, man, a death.
A problem.
It is very important for you to understand the reality. That doesn't say you are worshipping the sun, but the contribution that the sun gives to the earth, it is very essential, and you must understand why the stories are important.
Well, you have people out there who say, oh, them sun worshippers there, them is this and them is that, and but not having the full knowledge.
Exactly.
You see me I say? Not having the full knowledge, because even most of the people them will probably say them are sun worshipper. Them not have the full knowledge of what them are dealing with either.
No, because them are doing it in a religion energy. They're not doing it in a astrological level. So they really kind of give credence to the sun in the wrong energy. You know, like them are really worship the sun itself. The sun I say, which is the ancients have never do that. The Egyptians have never do that. That is why the Egyptian and the Osiris, are you hear about Horus? What do you think Horus is? Horus is the sun. Horus is hours. We have it as hours. H-O-U-R-S, hours, and Horus is we have H-O-U-R-S for hours, and Horus H-O-U-R-S. So Horus and hours is one and the same. When you look in your clock, you have a clock on your hand, you see the hour hand. The hour hand is the sun. That's why it takes 12 hours to go up across the sky. Luke is the sun. The word Luke is the skywalker, is the sun. It takes 12 hours to walk across the sky. The second hand, the minute hand, Min, M-I-N, Min is the moon. And sin is also the moon, S-I-N. The word sin is also the moon, and M-I-N is the moon. Min, for minute. Same second is secular. The second hand is secular. Secular is for the earth. Just like when you win, when you run in a sports, you see them run and them win gold. And they put up on the pyramid podium. Gold for the who come first is the sun. Silver for who come second is the moon. Bronze for those who come third, it's the earth. So the highest is always the sun. So when you go to school, they say you're very brilliant, you're bright, you're intelligent, everything represent in the light always refer back to the sun. So understand the principle of the sun doesn't mean you are worshipping the sun. You just educate yourself much better so you know where you stand, and when you see certain things and hear certain terminology, you know where it is coming from.
Well, it's a reality, you know, because, alright, I know a lot of one now never really check the thing like that, you see it? Like how the I-Jah put it as running a race, you see me, I say, and when you win, you see it? Yeah, the highest one ever get the goal, you see it? Which is a sun, yeah. Yeah, man, and the third one gonna get the earth.
Yeah.
You see it?
The earth, yeah.
So, yeah, man. Word sound is power, my lord, and we give thanks to them positive energy, you know. You see me, I said? Them energy are some serious energy.
For example, how they come up with brands? If the periodic table, there is a periodic table in chemistry or physics. When you look on human being, What are the elements that make up human being? 6 neutrons, 6 protons, and 6 electrons. 6 neutrons, 6 protons, 6 electrons.
666.
Yeah.
Yes, I.
All of us, all human being is made up from 666.
Hey, but hold on the Bubba. Bubba, hold on the Bubba. Zin, me no want you, me no just ease it a bit there. Ease it a bit. You see, ease it a bit, Bubba. Cause watch out now, cause true we are deal with this topic you know. Zin. And a lot of church folks, Zin, they would say 666 is death when anytime a death that a dead you gone dead, you know, a bury we are bury you know.
Yes.
You see the mysticism within the whole thing of the people them. Because the people them not knowing so yo this 666 thing you know, is yes. The eye them you know, is the eye you know.
Yeah man, it's the eye. For example, there's a Latin word named Ephraim. Ephraim. Ephraim is in your brain. It's beside your pineal gland. It's one of the organs in your brain that allow you to become ignorant easily.
Pineal gland.
No, not the pineal gland. The pineal gland is the one that's like you would refer to it as the Christ.
Alright.
It is the oil within the mind of man. The pineal gland is the oil. It's the third eye. It is the oil, and oil is the word Christ. And our word Christ, Lord, L-O-R-D, comes from L-A-R-D.
Bubba, hold on man. I tell you,
is coming from Crisco, oil. You are in England, you know about Crisco oil. It is the oil, so Lord is really the oil, so that's the Christ. The Christ within us is the oil within us that travels from the lower point up to our pineal gland.
Well,
they classify it as when you're doing yoga, they say it's from one level to another level. Chakras. It is known as chakras in yoga.
Yes.
Yeah, so from one chakra to our next level, to our next chakra. I'm surprising to tell you. Listen to this now. Let me show you something. The heart chakra is known as the solar plexus in biology. Where the heart is known as the solar plexus. So the Lion of Judah is living in the solar plexus, which is the sun. So the sun is within you also, which is in the solar plexus, which is your heart. So you can't escape the astrological inner you either from the astrological outside of you. So it is one and same. It is one and the same. The Jesus Christ that lives within you is the oil, the Christ, the oil.
Alright. We know we're going a bit, you know, because watch out. Alright, you see that same pineal gland. Because you did a refer to something before me said that. You know,
yes, I was referring to Ephraim.
Yeah.
In you. The Ephraim. It's another organ in you. The Ephraim, it is made up of 666. Also, Ephraim in Latin is 666, which is the bad part of your mind, your brain. We make you want to do everything bad.
Actually.
That's Ephraim. Within you. Every person has it in them.
It's a serious thing, you know. It's a serious thing. So, alright. On the point, Zane, on this point I said wait. Because we did want to say something about the pineal gland now, but we are going to come to that. We are going to chat forward to that. But saying this now, Zane, yes. That because in the Bible, it still says, boy, alright, God created man now in an image and likeness.
Go again.
God created man
Yes. Genesis 1:29.
Yes.
Celebration, yeah.
In an image and likeness. You see me I say, he, male and she, female.
Yes.
See? Alright now. How does that now work out? See? Because if
alright, let me tell you exactly what happened right now.
yeah.
And as I say, whatever I say, all my listeners them out there, don't take whatever Biggaton I say as law. The opportunities present itself now for you to go and research it. Now you might hear something much different, go and research it. When you read that part of the Bible, you notice it said, God created man in his own image and likeness. It never says that God created man. Because man was already created according to that part of the Bible. But now he's gonna, this man that is already here, we're gonna create them now. We're gonna change them now into our image and likeness. Read it back for your own self, but take out your Bible. Read it back, Genesis 1:29, it is right there. God created man in his own image and likeness. It never says that God created man. And then when you read Genesis 2 now, it is giving you a different part of the creation that state that God created man from the dust. And out of man he takes one rib to create a woman. But that is also telling you about atom, the word atom, which is the sun. Atom, we are all tom-toms. Like you play drum coming from atom. Everything that we can consist of is atom. So splitting the atom, it is a splitting of atoms. One male, one female. That's just what it is really talking about, the splitting of atoms. It's nothing in the sense of the story, it's an interpretation of biology. So the splitting of atoms, you get male and female. And the atom, it's the greatest word ever. In Egypt they call atom atum. Atum. It is the same atom.
Selassie.
In Hebrew, in Christianity they say Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve. It is atom. Adam is atom, atum. It is one and the same. Different language, different religion, different people put it different way, but it's one and the same. It is atom. One and the same.
Yes, I.
Yeah, man.
It's a serious thing, you know. It's a serious thing. So you see, the item I get some clarification on what take place in the thing, you know. Alright. Moving on. Zinka, I did ask the eye earlier about how this really work out within Bobo Shanti. You see me I say? Because you know we did touch upon earlier about Moses leading the people you know through the Red Sea and thing. And alright, as Bobo Shanti now we know say you know
you remember when Moses, according to the story, Moses led the children of Israel, seeing?
Yes.
And he went up to get the commandments. When he returned, they were all there worshipping the golden calf.
True.
And he brought the commandments.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man.
Let me explain where that really is said. To show you, so the story is metaphorically written. The golden calf represents the sun in the age of the cow, which is the ox, which is not Aries. What symbol the ox represents in astrology? The ox represent. Alright, they were there and they were worshipping the golden calf. Golden is the sun, the calf is the, alright, we are now in the age of Aquarius. Before Aquarius, before 2012 we were in the age of Pisces. Because it goes backwards in the precession, in the galaxy, in the order. And before we were in the era of Aries. And Aries represented by the horn. So you see, even the ancient people back in Israel and these places, they will still blow the shofar, which is the cow horn.
Yes.
Which is the horn. So it is each age that the sun is in. It is really explaining. So when you see the golden calf, it is the sun in the age of the... Alright, let me tell you that. I'm going to tell you them earlier than later. Sometimes it's then in my head, but to just explain out it look a bit. So I'm going to look for one on my chart, right? That's what I have in front of me, and tell you exactly which one is which one. Yeah, man. Alright. Here you go now. So we were in the age of Taurus the bull. So when Moses was in the age of Taurus the bull. See? So when it come down, that is why they were worshipping the golden calf. It wasn't literal. The people there weren't worshipping any calf, any cow. It is the symbol of Taurus, the sun in the age of Taurus. So that is what the golden calf there represents. Then Moses declared to them, so listen now, man, this age are done, you know. This age are done with. The new age now is Aries. Aries we are going on now, so a ram horn, we are going to blow the ram horn, you know. The Aries horn, the horn of Aries. And after that age, and each age, I think each age is 2000 something year. Then Moses said, the Aries, they blow the shofar for a certain amount of time. Now we just leave out of the Piscean age where you see the two fish. That's why when you see Christians always tell you see they have on the back of the cars a fish, and in the fish you see Jesus say, you know why it's a fish? Because it's the Piscean age. Jesus the Son is in the age of Pisces. So when you see Jesus in the fish and a car lights the plate around the back of a car, that is exactly what it is symbolizing, the age that the sun is in, the Piscean age. And you hear about Jesus feeding the 5,000 with 2 fishes. Why is it 2 fish?
Well,
it is symbolic. It is the age of Pisces.
Him being even the fisher of man.
He is the fisher of man because that was the age of Pisces. All of it is have to do with the age of Pisces. If you want to know which age we are in now, what really happened is that Luke 22:10 give you the exact answer to that. The disciples asked Jesus, said, which house should we go into? Where should we go when we go to Jerusalem? Jesus said to them in Luke 22:10, when you go to Jerusalem, you will see a man with a pitcher of water go into the house that he is in. Well, when I do all my reference work, all my research in every type of religion, Muslim, Judaism, Christianity, no man in ancient days carry water from the well. None whatsoever. All water was brought from the well by a woman. Woman bring the water from the well. But the symbology for the man with the water pitcher is the age of Aquarius. So we are currently in the Aquarian age, and a lot of people still living in the 2 fish age, still living in the Piscean age because they can't accept it. But get with the new thing now. That is why so much things are now revealing. Purple is the color, is the order of the day now. You might wonder where you look to see everybody having purple, where this purple is coming from. Yes, it is the age of purple. It is the age of lead, because lead. It is the age of air. We have air, we have water, we have fire, and we have earth. Those are the 4 elements. We are now in the age of air, light, plus knowledge. So much knowledge have a reveal right now that who can take the knowledge just after us dead. Because that's the age we are in now, the Aquarian age. And we have a next 2.
Hey, Bobo. Hey, Bobo, you know, so you say a serious thing a while ago. Alright, watch you now. You say purple. Zine.
Yes.
And you say with the in the Zine, which is ear, right?
Yes, ear, yes.
Alright, so you know, so within the priestical, one would say, yo, the priest color, you know, is purple, you know.
Yes. Yep.
So what? With the in the order, with the in the age of the priestical order.
Well, priestical order always rule in everything always happen in every age, you know.
True.
Everything always happen in every age, but the predominancy of this age is knowledge. So knowledge always come from the priests. Knowledge always come from the higher heads.
Rastafari.
In the sense of those who get the opportunity to study. Not over you, not brilliant over you, because everything projects its own energy. You understand me? And everything has its own constellation.
That is a reality, my lord.
Exactly.
Yes, sir, that is a reality.
Exactly.
Yes, Bobo. Alright. Yeah, man, because whole of thing with their cover, you know. Whole of thing with them.
Whole heap of thing. Whole heap of religious things.
You see it? Whole of thing. Because, alright. You see, we still say within Africa now, Zine, because African Liberation Day. Zine.
Exactly.
We still say within Africa, Zine.
Yes.
Like, for instance, Sudan.
Yeah.
Zine.
Yes.
You have the people in Sudan. Most of the people is, you know, them have a religious mindset wherein yes. them is more Islam than Christian.
Yes, most of Africa is more Islam than Christian.
You see it?
Yes.
Alright. In this age now, Zine, because knowing that the history, you know, because history have a lot to do with everything we are going, you know. As the Marcus Garvey says, like, you know, people without the knowledge of them past is like a tree without root.
Exactly.
Zine? And when we research and check the history of certain things that took place in Africa, Zine, because a lot of people have it to say like, alright, the transatlantic slave trade, you know, was the worst. You know what I mean? A lot of people highlight that because that is like the most recent. That is like the most recent one. You see me? I say so that is still, you know, still having effect. You see me? I say it fresh in the mindset way, so the people them still talk about that. But what a lot of people fail to even talk about that, you know, I really observe is the sub-Saharan slave trade. You see me, I say, which have a great what do I call it now, detriment. Yeah.
Effect upon human race, yes. We know about it, yeah man, talk.
You see it? And
yes.
When we look in Sudan, we see say, because you know right now the people are running on the place in Sudan to dirt. The whole place is like desert.
Yes.
You see me, I say it's like nothing can grow. You have people that flee, you know, and run from out of the place, and you find out say that is because the religious stronghold upon the thing. You see me, I say?
Yes.
Because it's like the people it's like them not have no breathing space. You see me, I say? Because them not get this knowledge where to open them, you know what I mean, open up them mind, open up them mindset to say, yo, it is greater than what you does talk about, you know.
Exactly.
You see, it is greater than what you just talk about, because you have the people in degriment. You destroy certain artifacts. You see me, I said, through the sub-Saharan slave trade, where you leave the people not reading for over 500 odd years. You see me, I said, so now the people re-educate back themselves now, or for anyone come with any form of knowledge or edification, is like, it's no, a lie you tell, nothing no go so this or this or this or this or this.
Yes.
You know what I say?
Yes, I understand exactly what you're saying.
And you find out so that kind of run down the place. What kind of view the I have pan all of that?
Alright, now I'll show you something. One time Hitler said, if Hitler make a statement one time, he said, if you want to control the future, in the present, you will have to control what information they know about the past. Listen again. Hitler says, if you want to control the future, in the present, you have to know the information that people know about the past. So, this is the things that religious mindset people does. You know, as I was telling you earlier about even the Christian Inquisition, even before 500 years in Muslim Sudan, what the Christians used to do in Europe, they kill you at the stake if you were caught doing something outside of what they want you to do. So most of these things were injected into us through force, by force and fear. Because a lot of people sometimes doesn't really want to be a Christian or a Rasta or a Muslim, but because of fear of their life, they will have to go along with the game. You know, so you hear say he is a Muslim, not because of his choice, but because of fear. You know, one day, if I live there and I know my life is dependent on that, and I cannot escape, I would have to go along until escape comes.
Well,
that's your life depending on it in that form.
You know, sir. All right.
Life, watch this one, I say. If losing my life will make a change, then that's well for me. What if it's just like another normal 1 million that has been lost? It made no sense.
Well, a reality that you know me king, because I can't show you things. You see, we grew up in a place where you have Christians, where people are Christians, straight. And yes, you find out say the saying is alright, if you're not saved by the blood of Jesus. Listen, yes, you're not going to heaven, you know. No, there's no heaven for you, you know.
Yes.
No. You know, how can, you know, if the people have this mindset knowing say, yo, the only way you're gonna have now any goodness after life, you know, so to speak, you see me I say, is else you get saved by the blood of Jesus.
Yes.
You see me? And me know said that go on in a whole heap of household, a whole heap of household. But here what?
Yes.
The blood of Jesus not save I man, but you know what I mean, with there I said I got through.
Well, as I explained to you from the beginning, I will say it again, say no one can save no one. You alone save your own self. But if we practice to have respect and love, authentic love, as my term always said, undiluted. I always tell people say, my love and respect is undiluted. See, Biggaton is the undiluted. You can't pollute Biggaton with nothing at all. See, no matter what you try dilute, you can't. Like, if you come like rum, if you throw 1 spoon of rum in a tank of water, the 1 spoon of rum remain the spoon of rum. The tank of water can't dilute it. If you throw in the ocean can't dilute it.
Adjust the rum.
Adjust the rum. So we're undiluted. Some of them use that for shows in the sense of Yes, in many homes. You know, because of the fear.
Yeah,
you know,
that's fear.
Our parents don't know any better. You know, so we're not gonna kill them either, we forgive them. That's how they grow. Like me, I grew in Jamaica, I have a church I grew up on. You understand what I mean? So I can't kill my parents too, they never know no better. Now I grew up and I know better. I'm in a different state of mind.
Yeah, different state of mind. Cause it's just like
I reset my mindset.
It's just like when the Bible said, boy, you know, you not drink milk no more. You see me I say? You depend hard food. You see me I say?
Exactly.
You step up, you know, we not depend we surpass all of them little things now. You see
yes, but I know about reasoning with people who might be hearing these things for the first time, you know. You have to treat them like a child, because that's how you deal with people who hear things, strange things. Explain to them, let them know, as I declare already, I'm not an atheist. And even the word atheist in the ancient days, whenever time they use a was always added to a word to be against. So if you're a theist, it means that you are a godly person. But if you're an atheist, it means that you are against God, or you're not for God.
For real.
Just like against. If you take the A from against, it's against. Against meaning you are among some, and against meaning you are against them. So the A, just like atom, if you split atom, A by itself and tum by itself, tum, it's always a twin. You know, I don't know if people is understanding exactly what I'm saying. I'm just trying to explain that these words that we use, sometimes if we get the interpretation of the word, the chronology of the word, it would assist us in many forms. That's the only thing may I say. And the only thing that may I say. The words that we use sometimes, it don't mean what you really think it means.
True.
Yeah.
So that's
it's like going into court. Going into court, me and you might be on the road and we use word in a normal word. And when you go to the court, the word that you use in the court is different from the term on the street. So that's why most of the time you have to have somebody to represent you.
It's a reality, man.
Yeah, you don't know the terms.
And that is a good point, that, you know, because alright, you see, that's why I feel say them don't teach at a lower age in school. You see me I say, if them did start teach law zine to the youth them, then you would find the youth them would understand, or probably the youth them would have been more brilliant at crime, I don't know. Or probably the youth them would know, say, yo, alright, we not do these things.
Alright, I'll show you something. You have to remember that the system is designed and created. Somebody have a hand up on this, you know, who know better, you know.
True.
Somebody have control this, you know. So because of control, what them really do, I-Jah-Stars, Blackrok radio family, we are listening. Marsha, big up yourself, I hope you're not asleep. You understand me? Yeah, man, I'm a manager, man.
Yeah, man. Love continually, man. What you say, man?
Up. Yeah, man, we up there, man. Mindset up. Flamings radio up. The whole family up.
Yes, sir.
Definitely. So, what may I explain is that there is it is a created system. So, even if they teach us in school law, because of how it is now, all laws are copyrighted. See, every law we hear about, copyrighted. England own all of the copyrights. So the Queen of England, she owned the copyrights to all law. The laws in America, she owned them copyright over Canada. The laws in Canada, she owned them the copyright of Canada. The laws of Jamaica, she owned them the copyright in Canada. Most of the laws them copyright on that side in Canada. Most of the European laws they copyright in England. and she own the copyrights to the laws then. So if you doesn't pass the bar, you cannot use these copyright terms. They will tell you you are not qualified to use these terms. Because it's all about money making at the end of the day.
So hold on, so what if these terms is naturally a part of your vocabulary?
No, if you understand the game, because it's a game. Yeah, if you understand the game, you use it. Use the game, man. It's beneficial for you. Just like what I try to explain to people, say, try and know herbs, try and know about just the basic of astrology. Like when we work with the moon, see when the moon is a certain angle, when is the time to plant, when not to plant. If you go to the barber, when is the time to cut your hair, and when not to cut your hair. If you know these basic things will assist with your overall development in nature, because it's nature growing, you know.
Natural.
Nature growing, you know. So you want to learn from nature the best way.
Really?
Don't stifle down your own self. You know, what is the best food to eat when? You understand what I say? Because no matter what, certain food does. Even if we're looking at Revelation, the last part of Revelation 22, it tells you about the 12 trees in the garden, each one coming in its own season. So even right now in Jamaica, mango time. So you know, when I don't know eat some mango too. So you know why I eat mango when mango not in? Why I eat mango when mango in, and when mango in, why I eat the best amount. Why I eat it like now come back around. And so you deal with the fruit and will come in season.
Reality, my lad.
Yeah, so it's important. You understand? Just as how you read the Bible in Genesis 1, you see me down a Revelation a while ago, the last part, when we talk Genesis 1. In Genesis 1 it declares the stars, the sun and the moon were made for signs and symbols. So if we're not using these things, if we not watch the signs and the symbols, but really for yourself, Genesis 1, 3. Genesis 1 chapter verse 3.
Oh.
The stars, you create the star, the sun and the moon for signs and seasons. So when I say nothing where you forgot to practice, no, nothing where you say you must practice. That's something you must know.
Alright.
So yeah.
Yeah man, you have to know, man, you have to know.
And if you want to see if astrology is in the Bible, you can read Job 38. Yeah, I'm positive that I'm sure that is Job 38. And if I find a Job 38, I will tell you one next day and you can confirm it and just redirect the information to the people then.
Alright.
So,
Alright, cause me I tell you, you know, you see, this program is like none other, you know. You see? Yeah, and me give thanks you have the eye on the program. Me I tell you, it's a great honor if you have the eye every time on this program. Yeah. You see? Alright. David, Zinka, through all this thing we are dealing with. David, you know, so David play a great role in everything. It's like David is like the middle piece, you see, in the Bible. Because when I read Psalms, a lot of the Psalms them is vocal about David. You see? Alright now.
Even though David never write most of the Psalms and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright. David, them claims that David was a man who did send out one time in leading soldier man then.
Yes.
To the battlefield.
Yes.
And then tell the rest of the man them now to retreat and left him up there and make them kill him. Because in doing that, him did have a is an ulterior motive. He don't have a thing in mind.
Yes.
Where more have to bring out.
Yes.
And then now through all of that came Solomon.
Yes.
Oh that no. Oh that, you know what I mean? Oh that work out now if you know say yo, alright. This man will do such a
rich person. That's your come to?
Yes sir.
Exactly. Alright. Let me just make it shorter for you. Yeah. David, as I explained earlier, is when you read I'm here looking for it also while we speak. I'm gonna find it before we done chatting. Wait, make you know that these people are not real. And the Bible that stated in it too.
Yeah man, we are go seal up this thing proper for the people.
Yeah man, definitely man. I want to seal it up the right way. At the right way we are doing it. Yeah man. So David is a child within you. So you see that child within you? The child can be, many times you read the Bible when you hear say, parents must not provoke their child to wrath.
Yeah.
The child can wrath too. So that even though it's the child within you, it can think negative too. You have the ability to calm, I have the ability to be ignorant. Solomon, David, father, the son, Solomon. Solomon is the wisest man ever. And the reason for that is because it's a three ancient historic name for the son. Sol is the son in Spanish. Om is the son in ancient Hindu. And An is the son in Egypt. Sol Oman. So it is a three ancient historic word for the son. So that's why he's the brightest, he's the wisest. Because it's referring to the son. Within you also. So you must be as wise as Solomon. Sol, Om, and An. Just like Israel is three ancient names for the God too. And I'm coming back to your question exactly what I said. I refer over other things to you. I make a note say, is Isis, collapse Isis. Isis is the moon, which is the first god. Ra is the sun, which is God in Egypt also. From them, when they leave from Isis worship, they'll go to the Ra. And El is the Phoenician gods, which is the Saturn. So they're in the land of Canaan, today known as Israel, ancient Canaan, is where the farm that like where they had in where Constantine had.
Hold on, Bubba. I don't want, cause you see that part there now. You go too far, you go too alright. You want to seal up the reasoning already. Cause at that we want to seal up the reasoning. But it's like you want to seal up the reasoning because you see is that now is the next question, you know. You see me I say because you want to conclude this thing, you know. For sure the people them say what really a reason upon it, and I like we make up this thing or we're against anyone. You see me I say? Or we are bash anything or anyone. We just show the people them say, yo, research carefully, you see me I say, and the one them will see what we are doing. Alright. The reasoning what the Virgin them have, Constantine, Zane, and the rest of Pope them.
390 AD or something like that.
Yes, the Nicaea conference. Alright, talk to about that then. Since the eye reached this up.
But I want to be clear, make a clearance exactly first on the Solomon, that Solomon is a character.
And then we seal up with that.
Yeah.
Alright.
So these characters within you, the individual, you the person. So whatever you hear say Solomon do, it is not you can do the same. Because it is talking about you, your development. Whatever David does, good or the bad, you can do the same. A lot of men today do the same thing. Send them brethren to go crash to get them woman same. It still happens. So David is still here. David goes nowhere. Solomon is still here. Solomon goes nowhere. You have to understand that these stories are dealing with you. Anytime you know say you are dealing with and you think of somebody else, so it's not going to benefit you. Because there is no way a person could make a car 1500 years ago and make a manual for the car and I still use it today in this time when there's spacecraft. Just an example.
Mm.
And there's all type of different aeroplanes. No, the man know a lot of value. But because the story is you all the time, it is still you. The next 2 zillion years, it is still important and valid because it's you. It's you that about you, or you to develop your own self. You, Solomon are you, David are you. All of the good people them in the Bible are you. And all of the bad people them in the Bible are you. Because inner you, it can deal with you.
So, greater David, greater son.
You can do the bad and you can do the good. It is light and darkness. Are you?
Man.
All of them are you. But you can deal with. So don't worry about the individual and think what happened to that individual. What happened to you? It is you. At the eye, and the eye. That's why Rasta say I and I, because I and I meaning the eye within the eye. Yeah.
Selassie I.
That's why when him asked Jesus, wise and intelligent mind, say, where is heaven? He said, heaven is within you. Him say, him talk about his father. Him say, what about my father? He say, when you see me, you see my father. My father and I are one. Because it's I within the I. It is you. It refer to you. And you. I put the blame on nobody else. Nobody else can. It makes sense to blame nobody else. Not now you. Rest of the man that kill a man and so him do it. And nobody make him do it. And him do it. All the influence him under him do it.
Yeah man, that was him one bad.
Yeah, you have to change. So we'll go to the Nicene Conference now.
True.
Well, the Nicene Conference, it's one of the conference where the popes they were under Mithraism. They were dealing with Mithra. That's the religion before Christianity. Mithraism it name. You can check it out. It name Mithraism. So what Constantine does, because once in that same century you had 2 popes ruling the world, and the world at the time is Europe and Middle East, Africa. Those places were referred to as the entire world because of the history. That's about the history. So there was 2 popes at the same time. One pope was in Rome, and there was one pope in Turkey, Constantinople. So there was 2 popes at the one time. So the pope in Rome make a declaration, which is Constantine, that this now will work out. We have to come to some applicable agreement. So they get all the ancient magicians them, or you would call them the high priests, because they're all magicians really, what them really do. When I say magicians, I mean in the sense of, you ever heard about the Merlin the magician?
Yeah man.
Well, all of these high priests, what they do, they have a wand that they use to work the magic. Well, a wand is made from the tree of a holly tree. So that's why even today in America you have Hollywood, because Hollywood still work the magic. See? So they get all these priests together, all of the high priests, everybody, and decide, so let's have this conference in Switzerland, Geneva, yeah, I think it's in Switzerland. See, the Nicene Conference, and they declare all the declaration what every priest should leave out of that conference. Take the days upon days they did it and declare. Bishop Artemius was one of the high bishops in there where it wasn't 2 in agreement, and at the end of the day they killed him too. Can we read one Bishop Artemius? Anyway, they declare that whatever them will use one name and everybody has to agree with the one. Nobody can leave out without agreeing about the one and the same thing. And the one and the same thing that they leave out of the meeting with is that they try to superimpose the personification of the Son to be a man. And you can't say nothing else. So that was the declaration. It made the declaration of the of that conference. So they're changing now from Mitra the son to putting this, the Mitra is in onto a person, which is known as Jesus. Taking it from the son understanding to a person interpretation. That's the main. Well, if I think happening in the Nicene context, but that's the main body of it. So the nucleus of it.
So them take it to a metaphysical.
Take it from metaphysical to physical.
From
first. Yeah. While metaphysical would teach us all and let us all, you don't have no Muslim or kill no Christian, and a Christian or kill no Muslim or nobody a bash nobody of a religion. It wouldn't be like that. You know, because the love, the understanding and the love, because everybody wants to do their thing is the ultimate thing, you know. Every person, if every Christian or every religion in the world declare that their thing is the thing, that simply means everybody else thing wrong. If Rasta is the only right and true, everybody else would have wrong. So that would have been impossible. That's not possible. Every person, everybody have increments of the truth. All of us have to make the truth up.
True.
All of us make the truth up. There is no one truth. It is all of us that makes the truth up. So it works.
Selassie I know, Selassie I know.
Every time.
Yes I. Yes, me I telling you, you know, the truth, you know. The man say, oh, the truth, once you know the truth shall set you free. And the truth is even, you know, it is an offense, but it's not a sin.
And truth should never be validated by ignorance. So some ignorant people, when you hear the truth and want to say the truth, you don't validate it by that. But do your research.
Seriously.
Exactly.
Yeah man, seriously. Hey, my people, me I telling you, you know, I hope the eye them been informed. You see it? Yes, I hope the eye them have been informed today, because, you know, that is what we have set out for from the beginning, you know. Exactly. Yes. And we give thanks to the Honorable Biggaton, you see me I say? Yes. Yes, for you know, sharing the knowledge, you see me I say? Because experience teaches knowledge. You see it, and the eye experience in a way I do so. We give thanks.
I want to be glad for this. I just my first religious interview or reasoning. I'm the first one somebody asked me about religion. I'm not about into depth yet either, because we just step on the basic topic. I enjoy it so much because most of the information, and I'll be honest with you, I do the research them so long, them just the inner me. But true, you can't unknow the truth. You can't unknow when you learn something, you can't unknow it.
That's true.
You understand what I mean?
Yeah man. Yeah man. When you know it, you know it.
When you know it, you know it. So you can't unknow it. It's not like flying a plane or something in a bed bar or something. You know, it's reasoning. You know, so I really feel good to see me get the opportunity to come and, you know, even explain about the Jesus. I'm a little glad when they ask the question another day too. I'm going to say, alright, don't be for your show, I'm going to do it for your show. So another time, I come talk about the New World Order, I come talk about symbols. You know, because we have the information there, but I want to share it so other people can have the opportunity to go and do the research also. Because when I say what we are saying is law, what we are saying is that we are enlightening you, so you know, so there is other side to it.
Alright.
There's other side to it. So definitely we don't want to come in again. You know, and next time, you know, probably next year too, you know, whenever time, you know, well, find it graceful if we come and speak on the New World Order.
Yeah man, we can make the people know from now, say, pardon thee my lad, that, you know what I mean, the next program can be the New World Order. You see me I say? Exactly. We're going to forward upon that, because, you know, a lot of things we see where that same New World Order slowly, or it is in full effect. I wouldn't say slowly, it is in full effect.
Yeah man, definitely in full effect.
You see?
For example, I listened earlier, I play a song, more than one song we play about Concrete Jungle. I'm here ask about the concrete jungle. Give you a little thing about the concrete jungle. The concrete jungle, I'm here use the term mason, marker. Well, it falls under all laws. All laws fall under two laws. One, it is the law of the land, and it falls under the law of water. And we have more water than land, so the water law supersedes the land law. Outside of that, I'm coming to the land law. In land law, they have a law known as masonry, cemetery law. That's why nowadays you see most of these shows telling you about zombie. Or they want you, the planners of the world have you as a zombie because of how them teach you to eat. So they know so you're not thinking correctly, them also lead you, them have you as a zombie. So zombies are walking dead. And where you find walking dead is in cemetery. So wherever there is mortuary, wherever there is concrete is also fall under the cemetery law. So that's how they look at us, as zombies. Because we are walking
dead. Wow.
Because anywhere concrete is, mortar concrete, road, anywhere concrete there, is fall under that law. Cemetery law.
Well,
we can come into them together in our next program.
So last year I know because me hear a virgin say the other day say, yo, when you look right now in Europe, you know what I mean? You might have certain status and thing, but you know it's like it's an open prison, you know, where yeah. So yeah man, the next program we are gonna touch certain topics, you know what I mean, the one them we give thanks to all of the one them who take the time out to really listen to the program. You see me I say, I want to large up King Brano. You see me I say, more love and strength to King Brano all the time. Jah Phoenix, Aya Flame. Large up the Jah One Love, what me I say, Jah One Inflammable WhatsApp group. You see me I say, Mama Beat, Ghana WhatsApp group. You see me I say, Black Flames WhatsApp group, Royal Reggae HQ WhatsApp group. You see me I say, BMTV WhatsApp group same way. Large up the item, you see me I say all of the one them who take the time, you know what I mean, for listen to the reasoning. You know, it's been a great honor for have the item on board, you know, the item who really make this thing go on. You see, and all of the 3.5 million people, you see, we make up this thing. More love and strength to the item. You see? So alright, Biggaton.
Yes, I-Jah-Stars.
What the I now want to say to the youth them, because you know so the youth them is always imperative, you know, them really, because as you say, you know, what take place today now, you see me I say, is
I just want to tell the youth them, you know exactly what to tell the youth them. Even the word youth, or they may call you a star, young star, you're a young star, that's where it's coming from, you're a young star. Youngster, so know why these terms, why them call you youth or why them call you young star. It is very important for you to understand just the basic principle of the understanding of astrology, the basic principle of herbs, the basic principle of life. You know, show more love, show more respect, just be authentic, just be genuine in your own self. You understand what I deal with?
Yes, sir.
That's exactly what I want to tell you. So once you love your own self, respect your own self, then the respect will spread among each other. There wouldn't be any disrespect, there won't be any ungratefulness as the new brand song for MEM production. Why they so ungrateful? That won't activate, you won't activate the ungratefulness in the mind. You understand me? So I'm here to big up the people them, so my time to give them big up. I want enough love and enough respect every time to every WhatsApp group where tune in. It's a KRE, Sky Team, you don't know family, I-Jah-Stars, big up yourself every time. Yeah man, Ras for Malchus, big up yourself Malchus the singer. I want to big up the entire London. I want to big up Shakira. These people I'm bigging up now is the MEM production team there in England. Shakira, I want to big up Shakira's mother. She just have a baby Wednesday gone. I welcome that newborn into this earth. You know?
Yes, sir.
Curry, and big up Curry. You don't know Curry a part of the team. Sadine, Lady Carol. One big up everybody in Jamaica we are listening. I know some Mr. Peng are listening. Danisha listen, Stacey listen, Tracy listen. In the Bahamas we have Merlin and Marlene. And in the US we have Cleveland, Kibi, and Shaq. Yeah, Shaq here.
Yeah, man. More strength, man.
The entire I team in Jamaica. They don't know. As we said, we have the knowledge and we can go in the depths. Any one of them topics where we touch about, we can do 4 or 5 hours for any one of them. Any one of them in a religion angle. But we not even go into ancient religion or, you know, we just have any topic where we go for, we can go at least 1 5 hours for any one of them.
Yes, I am. I tell you, knowledge on top of knowledge.
Yeah, man. Give thanks to I-Jah-Stars, give thanks to Blackrok Radio. Boomer. You know who I call Boomer?
Yeah, man. Him there, man. Him there.
Him knows I am here, chat there.
Him there.
Give up yourself.
Wow, boy.
That's cool, my family, man. We're there and least some of the things, you know, it's there that we know, man. And we have to put it out there as how it's supposed to go out there. As I said, most of them things people might never hear it before. So you don't have to accept it, but no say you hear it now, so go research about it.
Yeah, man, they are listening, man, and you don't know the reason the whole mess of us they are going to build back, and you see me?
Alright, family.
Yeah, man.
Give thanks.
Yeah, man, every time I try.
Blackrok at the black. I want to make people know, say, watch me now. I-Jah-Stars. What am I saying now? We have no management in England right there, so which is MEM Productions, UK. People can contact MEM Production, people can contact I-Jah-Stars right there, so Boomer they right there same way you can contact, because we not only can come to England from performers and artists, we can come to England from lecture also. You know, the rest of our community, you know, the schools, all over. You understand? So career set up like that.
Yeah, man, me I hear you, man, you go hard, man.
Alright, sir.
Yeah, man. I was me there, what's up, man, so let's go and build, you know? Yeah, the weather, you see me?
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
The weather not good at all.
Big up yourself, big up yourself.
Yeah, man.
Yes, my people. Hey, it's a great honor, you know. Me I tell you, Bobo, great honor all the time to have the hype on the program, and you know what I mean? Anytime, the yes, this radio station is the radio station. You see me, I said? Yeah, man, because I saw the thing, the radio station are for the them, you know, and me I tell you, the is monumental in what we are doing, so the radio station. We give thanks to the strength and support. You see me, I say? Yeah, man, it's a great strength, and we give thanks for that. You see it?
Yes.
Yes, I am. Yeah, man, enough love and respect, man. Enough love and respect, Bobo.
Enough respect to the man, just because, as I said, 2.5 hours is very... I could have enough information.
Yes, I. And as me I say, the people them, you see the people them up there in New Zealand, hey, it's amazing to see how much people out there right there in New Zealand. Log on right now, the people them out there in Australia, me I telling you, overwhelming. Zin is, yo, Blackrok Radio, large up the management, you know. Zin, yeah, large up the management every time. Majestic family, more love and strength, you know. Zin, yeah, we have touched 3.5 million people, you know, globally. Zin.
Naturally. Because Abraham don't Africa that too. Abraham, big up yourself.
Yes, man. Hey, large up the people. I say the people in Côte d'Ivoire, but we know say it's not Côte d'Ivoire. Zane, we know it as something else. Yeah, the people in Sierra Leone, more love and strength. You see me, I say people in Togo. You see me, I say Benin, Ghana, Zane, Nigeria. Zane. Hey, more love and strength, you know. You see the people in Zaire, Congo. Zane. The people out there in Kenya, Gambia, Zane, the people in Zimbabwe, Malawi, South Africa, and Zania. Yo, more love and strength to all of the item, you know. Me I tell you now. More love and strength. Zin, Biggaton, hey. I'm going to drop this song here again, you know, why them so ungrateful. And
yes, man, definitely. I mean, just ask for the support for the people. But watch the video on YouTube, the video going real good. Support the singer, that's 99 cents for the singer. You know, people active, people up and running, we need the support. You understand me? I mean, in production, I move Biggaton to the next level. So, you know, you have it for all of them. You can get it in your Google Play Store, you can get it on your YouTube, your iTunes. You can get it anywhere you want, get it to download. That's 99 cents, less than $1. So give the support, you know.
So what the people, like for most of the people who did just a log on or who just a get to know who is Biggaton, what the people can find Biggaton?
Well, once you type in Biggaton into Google, that's B-I-G-G-A-N, B-I-G-G-A-T-O-N, that's Biggaton, B-I-G-G-A-T-O-n. In any search engine, there's a lot of things going to come up on Biggaton. But for the Facebook, it's Biggaton Music. For the Twitter, it's Biggaton. For the Instagram, it's Biggaton. For the Google Plus, it's Biggaton. For the YouTube, it's Biggaton. Anywhere you type in Biggaton, B-I-G-G-A-T-O-N, you'll get everything from Biggaton. And we have our website, memproductionsuk.com. MEMPUK.com.
MEM Production.
MEMPUK.com. MEMPUK.com.
Yes, I see that thing there pop up about the place. Yeah, man, I see that. Yes, I see that brand there.
Man. We have promoted, man.
Yes, I true. Yeah, man. Yes, Baba.
Yes, sir. Give thanks, man.
Yes, my lad. Yeah, man. You know, it's a great honor, man. It's a great honor all the time if you have the eye on the program. Because when the eye come on this program, there's so much information. It's like we don't want to come off of the program. You see me? You see me? I say? It's like every little thing we say is, you know, anything the eye says is so, you know, informative. You know what I mean? So, yeah, because it's like when I man really look back on like the past comments of the people on the last program.
I look at the last one there, there's a 30-minute one there.
Yeah, you know?
Yes.
You really feel the vibration of the people. So you know, anything what the eye says, like it's so positive and enriching. So
at 21 years now we are doing research right now, so and the more I research and the more I miss seminar know not yet.
Yeah, tell her. A whole lot thing we need to touch upon, you know, because we never touch upon the starch and the blood, you know. We just skim over it, you see what I say?
No, we're not doing no food. We're not doing no food yet, man. We're not doing no food. Food I want different program again. We just touch a little thing for Monsanto and, you know, talk about two little part-time. We're not touching no, we're not going this, you know, we're not going this way.
Selassie, I know. So, yes, my people, yeah, man, we give thanks. It's a great honor and joy. You see me, I say, if you have the hype on the program. And to all the listeners, the maximum respect to each and everyone who log on. You see me, I say, more love and strength, man. The item, yo, me have a big present for the item, you know. All of the item. Zine, 3.5, we have a big present for you, man. Watch out. Real life promotion is coming soon, you know. Look out, we have a big present for the item 2015. Up and running, fully active Blackrok radio. Yeah, man, along with Ijahstars. Yeah, man, real life promotion. We're coming. We have a big present for the item. Zin? Yes, Biggaton, more love and strength. We're going to drop this one again.
Drop it again, man. Why they so ungrateful? That's what we ask them, you know?
You see it?
Oh.
Mine is so ungrateful. Nothing else so big. It seems like I'm not grateful.
Yeah.